So, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. And you'll probably be like, what the fuck's going on if you're new? But just hang around, it's all part of the channeling. So, on that note, everything I do is part of the channeling. Everything I say from the minute I start, no matter how random, the more random the better in Pisces season, actually. It never needs to make sense. One of the quotes I made up many years ago was, magic doesn't need to make sense. I remember that. I put it on a quote somewhere. But yeah, that's pretty much Pisces, isn't it? It's like it's just magical. It doesn't need to make sense. That's the way that I see Pisces season anyway. Um, Speaking of Pisces, actually, thank you to our soul fam brother that I just opened an email, and it was quite funny because, like I said, I'm feeling pretty moody today, but it's really weird, right? This is what I mean. Like this is what happens to me all the time. I was feeling really, really moody, right? And then the minute I start filming the video, it kind of all fucks off, which tells me I'm channeling the energy of people out there so that I can give the message. And I mean, I can't help but notice it's still on this card that's came 2 days in a row. So I'll use that deck again if I remember and see if it comes up. But that's whoever is. So again, you don't need to be a guy, but you could be a woman as well. But whoever is feeling unfulfilled and in that kind of feeling, it's like, you need a bit of a rainbow in your life, a bit of a sunshine, a bit of a, brightening up your day. And what just brought a smile to my face was right after I channeled I picked the cards which were totally on point for today. I really can feel that, I mean, they always are, because again, it's not me planting the cards, which is why I do it live so that you can see that. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of when the cards are already sitting there. Um, Although there's some people that I tune into and I know that they genuinely have pulled them themselves, I prefer to see it like that. So basically, but yeah, it's on point for the energies that we're in, particularly the Venus conjunct Mars, which is divine femme, divine masculine, and Aquarius. So your mind could be going all over the place because Aquarius is, remember, kind of mad scientist, inventive kind of energy. That's what it says to me. Unpredictable, eccentric, um, all that kind of energy. But wild, weird and wonderful. Weird in the best way. But um but what was I gonna say there? Yeah, but anyway, the story behind it, wait a minute, so did I say it? Yeah, my name's Claire, not Crystal. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So anyway, I went to check my emails, and and it was just one of you thanking me for just suggesting the different ways of clearing energy and stuff. So honestly, I really appreciate that, and I'm glad it helped. And but what I found was amazing was what I found amazing was the crystal, the pair. I'm not saying your name. Actually, to be honest, I'm you know it's not as if like this is super duper personal, but I just don't say people's names for a reason. But you can chip it if you want. But it's kind of like it was something about snowflake obsidian, and I was like, wait a minute, that's the crystal I just put in the shot. So again, kind of amazing, isn't it? Because I genuinely checked my email after writing the post, and I just got drawn to free there as well. And actually, I know that that'll be significant to that person as well. So again, it's just so funny. It's really but yeah, I love, see, whenever you see signs like that, if you think it's something I'm particularly going to be like, wow, send me it, because I actually done that for one of you yesterday, and from the response I got back, it was really needed. So it's amazing how I mean, oh shit, you can tell I'm in like that. So, am I going to start crying or something? I'm in like super mother mode today, you know what I mean? And I've never said super mother mode. I don't like the word super, and I don't say mother, unless I'm talking about mother healing. But it's not like I don't call my mum like mother. No offense if anyone does, by the way, but you know what I mean? It's just when the channeling's coming in stronger. What I mean is, yes, I feel very mothering of myself today, but I feel very, yeah, I'm in all my feels. And it's really quite amazing how that all works. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes when I'm not feeling the best, I'll go to check my emails or the comments on here, and somebody said something. I just looked at 441 backwards. Like someone said something really nice, or they've said something about like, about being grateful, and it's just that, it's lovely how it can be that sort of all picking each other up, because it happens all the time, guys, that guaranteed if ever I'm having a down day, that'll be one of the days where some random person, a lot of the time it isn't even one of the people that I know that well, but somebody will say like the nicest thing ever, and it was exactly when I needed it, and it never fails to blow my mind. So I'm just giving that gratitude out that the wee updates there, which actually, to be honest, that person sent that days ago, but it was just because it was over the weekend, and I try not to check my emails until guided. It's quite funny though, isn't it? Because I like today's when I needed it. So anyway, that's that wee spiel, but it's all part of it. But yeah, this is actually part of my wee niece's birthday present. So, but I just felt there was meaning in it because it arrived today. So I really do feel that's about hope, because rainbows mean hope to me. So, but it's whatever they mean to you. Remember, that's more important. But it's yeah, there's something about hope is on the horizon. I feel that's going to have significance for that being in the shot with that card. And then I'm just noticing that says I'm planning on reaching out to you. The card right beside you can't see actually says I'm not ready. So if this is you, this might be you that's not ready, or this might be your person, or it's not yours. But for some, there is this receptive energy. So definitely if you're divine feminine energy, you know, be in that receptive mode, because a lot of masculines are preparing to step into masculine energy, or they're already in it. Just working through some of that. Don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness. So let's just, anyway, where are we going to go with this? So before I tidy all this up and do the message for today, I did, like I said, pull some of my cards that I pull. I don't do this every time, and when I do, I actually tell you. But and the cards that I'm actually using, it is ones that I'm going to, like, I'll pull them on here at some point, but I've just been guided not to do that yet. And so, right, so the gist is that someone has been doing a lot of growing up since you've last seen them. So for some people that could be like years and years and years. So you'll know your situation. For others it might not be that long. But I really do feel that this person has been working on themselves. And like I said, I really do feel a lot of them are ready to reach out. And actually, there is this sense of like people feeling really quite proud of themselves, you know, like with like what they've been doing while they've not been in contact with you. So and also whoever this is about, it's like that there's just huge spontaneous awakenings going on. Again, this is what's happening all the time, but definitely with these planets conjunct in Aquarius, and that is awakening energy. You know, it's everything as far as I'm concerned to do with that awakening ascension energy. And it's like I really do feel like that kind of lightning bolt energy. Divine masculines are waking up in a big way, seeing all the same sorts of signs that you see, divine feminine. And I feel it could be blowing their mind, like, and they're just reminding me the fact that today, oh god, wait a minute, that's really annoying. I was going to take a screenshot of the notes on the phone that I'm filming on, so I might need to do something really complicated where I pause this. If I end up having to, if it's all in bits, I'll just piece it all together. So there you go. Maybe you feel like you're all over the place and you're having to piece yourself back together. That actually reminds me of like Isis and Osiris, which is basically, to me, that's soul retrieval, you know, and it's absolutely what I do for myself, my own twin flame journey, and obviously helping all of yous, is that you know, gathering back the soul parts, which like I say to everyone, it never stops. It's not like you have one soul retrieval and that's it. It's never ending. It's, you know, it's unfortunately it depends which way you see it, but it's also like what I say all the time about taking your time with it, because you can definitely, you know, I do feel there is such a thing as, you know, how some people are like, oh, there's, you can never do too much, but I actually genuinely feel with soul retrieval you can do too much, and that's when you'd be overloaded with probably being like really emotional and that, like overly emotional, because it's trauma we're dealing with, you know, like when you're retrieving back parts of your power and your inner child and you know, shadow integration and all that. It's big stuff because it's a part of you that hasn't been a part of you. It's been floating outside your body, disassociated, because to me it's the same thing, for a while. So it can feel pretty fucking weird. So that's going to have resonance with someone there too. But yeah, basically whoever it was that was kind of not so awake or unawakened completely to the connection is really waking up in a big way. Oh yeah, that's what they're getting me to say. So the song that went off, and yes, it did wake me up at 144. It's because, like, yeah, I just haven't slept right, and when I'm not getting sleep till late, I have to do that, right? So I don't tend to get out of that pattern until we get into like Aries season mid-March, which is why, like I said, I'm not doing the big long Zoom sessions with people just now. But however, like I wrote in the post today, because it's Leo Moon tomorrow, I am open for Wednesday and Thursday. I've got a client already, so I'm looking forward to that, and Mythosis, and yeah, and so I would have room for one more tomorrow, and then I could have someone on Thursday as well. So just email, either pick the time on the thing, because I think they're all right. I think I've sorted it that those times are all right, but just double check, double check the email. Is that time still right for you? It's no big deal if you book it and then I'm like, hey, that time doesn't work, can we change it? As long as you're cool with it, I'm cool with stuff like that. Yeah, but basically there's fundamentally, and I just looked at 11:11, so that just confirms what I said about this person waking up, or you may be this person as well. This person's really excited, and they're looking forward to what's to come, but like really closing out those chapters that they need to close out, and it's just this feeling of hoping that you'll be there when that happens, whatever that means to you. When this person's closed the door on the past, with whatever different meanings that's going to have to people, like this person at 11:44 really hopes that you're going to be there. Right, well, that's pretty deep and lovely. Right, so now I'm going to do what I said. I'm going to try and pause this and then take a picture on my other phone. Oh, it's complicated, so it's like Mission Impossible here, but we can do it. Right, so I'm going to pause it. So, of course, we knew that was going to happen, but with the magic of technology, I have joined that bit on to the other bit. I should have, I was like, there's no way it's going to let me do that. Like, pause it, come off of the camera, take a picture. Yeah, so anyway, that would have been a bit too much to ask. So maybe there's something there about expecting too much from yourself or expecting too much from someone. Oh, I bet you that fits in with this person. So if you're divine feminine, you're divine masculine, felt like the expectations were too high of them in the past, or that you would have expected a lot from them and they couldn't, do that. But like I've said before, honestly, 9 times out of 10, I find that is the divine masculine themselves that are making assumptions and putting that on themselves. But there can be truth in it, in the fact that if they're coming at you, distorted is the best way to put it, then yeah, you deserve better and you're going to want better, or you should want better. Boundaries, remember, because we're in Pisces, Sun, Cancer Moon today, which absolutely is not good boundaries, to be honest. Like, people with those placements probably have not very good boundaries because they're so kind. And if you do have good boundaries, well done you, because that would be really difficult. I'm really proud when I see people with these placements that don't have an issue with putting everybody else before themselves, because I don't see it very often, to be honest. So if you have got those placements, they are beautiful placements, but I feel much like what I said in the last video, you'll probably get a lot of help from the things that I share, because the gift that keeps on giving, to mention that comment again that I'd said, that one of you had said that I can add to my, I never know what do you call it? It's not my resume, but you know what I mean. That basically she was like, I learned boundaries in a couple of months. She might have even said a month. I can't even remember. But I loved that. So because that person's a Pisces stellium, so that's a lot of unconditional love, a lot of kindness, and yeah, it's which is beautiful, but around the wrong people, it's dangerous, isn't it? And I know, because although I've not got a Pisces stellium, I've got strong Pisces in my chart, and it's a lot of the things I teach come from being on the shitty end of it, guys. So anyway, there's some sort of resistance here. Rebellious, defensive, and closed. So I don't know what that's about yet, but that's one of the cards we've got. Let's pull another one. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so wait a minute, that's why I've done the whole phone thing. So I wrote this, I don't even know what time it is, because it was actually on the phone that I'm filming them, but I had quite powerful downloads. So, right, one is, I've wrote, you know in Beauty and the Beast, you know, tale as old as time. And then like, so what it was I was basically listening to something and they'd mentioned Beauty and the Beast, and because I was half in and out of sleep, it was like my guide started talking to me about there's been lies, like someone's been telling tall tales, and it felt like karmic energies around a divine masculine. I know, same old guys. And remember, as magical and mystical and psychic and spiritual awakening and all the amazing stuff about Pisces, it is it's lies and deception and confusion as well. So a lot of the time the lies get revealed, I find, in Pisces season. It's either people getting tricked, like all that glitters isn't gold, and then it's like the truth comes out in Aries season, or I feel that the secrets get exposed. But I tend to expose the secrets in Pisces season because I do that all the time, but because my Pluto's in the 12th house. So now wait a minute, because I need to remember, because now, I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? One that told me. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Right, so this is a bit of banter, right? And it's kind of like, God, I'm laughing. I don't know if I'm going to say that yet. It's not that bad, but I'll just go with the flow. I'll tune in because it's anonymous. But I'm just laughing because, like I said, like this is what I mean by shadow integration. Like I'm okay with the fact that I'm a bit moody today. Like I don't feel bad about it. Like I just looked at 441 backwards, 144. That's happened 3 times now in this. That's always just an indication to me that there's a lot going on. The fact that I almost actually started filming at 441 as well, it ended up being probably 444 by the time I started, and that happens a lot. It's not like I set an alarm like, oh, go and film at 444, go and film at 144. Like I don't. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like it just kind of sometimes happens like that, and it's not normally. It's yeah, it just tends to be when they give me the go ahead, but yeah, it's basically, that's hilarious. It just pulled me to the Lilith cards as well. And Lilith is again that kind of shadow stuff. But I've wrote here fetch, but you know, right, so just stay with me with this, but you know how and Mean Girls are like, you know, stop trying to make fetch happen. Fetch is never going to happen. And what I was being told was like, let Tom and Molly happen. Now remember, Tom and Molly are the ones that just love the ones that just won Love Island last night, which had me in floods of tears because that's who I wanted to win. 555 big changes, because they really deserve to. Because as far as I'm concerned, they're all lovely people, you know. And as I keep saying, because you can't not, like, looks are in the eye of the beholder, but they're all extremely hot. Like they're the ones that really deserved it because it was genuine, and I really do feel it's because of the journey that the girl Molly went on. You know, like getting chucked in there with her ex, and then actually finding somebody that she, you know, that she's got a spark with. Because like I said before, it's not that her and her ex didn't get on, because they actually made up and, you know, they get on really well, but it's just that there was no fire there, and you could see that. I can clearly see that, and that's why I'm like, that's what I mean about that's what's, it really shows you that I said this yesterday, but the fact that the public were like keen for them to get back together when there's like fuck all chemistry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's great that they've got respect and a friendship, but and see, we've just come out of Aquarius season, which is friendship. That's why I'm always like, it's crazy that Valentine's Day is an Aquarius season, because Aquarius is not known for romance. It's known for friendship, but it's detachment. So it doesn't really speak very well for what a lot of the population of love, you know, that they think that that's a true romance. So that actually, I take all that back, because they did win. So, you know, love won in the end. But so it kind of actually shows you a bit of the talking shite, doesn't it? Because where were people getting it that everybody, like, I was, see when people used to say that, and again, I'm not going to lie, guys, I used to use that phrase a lot. I probably still do. I mean, I don't know, I'll take note of it now, but, you know, everybody's saying this and everybody's saying that. Who the fuck is everybody? Do you know what I mean? Those everybody might not even be your type of people, but it's that kind of, you know, oh, everybody's saying that they two should get back together. Well, clearly not. When you know they've made those pair win, you know, and that's not the people. Anyway, so I do feel that that's all got something to do with twin flames, though. I feel that the Tom and Molly are representative of twin flames. Like, let something new and exciting and healthier happen. And I also wrote there as well that, yeah, that's a new person for some, but that would be an example of seeing the ex as a karmic partner or even a soulmate, because remember, there are really, that was the most important point about what I was posting yesterday, was I have come across some twins where, you know, it's just the love is gone with the person from the past, but there's still a really, you know, lovely different connection there, but it's the spark of the twin flame, and that's, you know, it's rare, it's very rare, but it does exist, and I think that's important for some people to hear when there's a lot of doom and gloom and dark karmics around people. But yeah, it can also be the same person. Oh yeah, and shit, that fits with the card I pulled. It can be the same person coming back, more grown up, more mature, and for a second chance. So yeah, be open-minded to whatever that means for you. So, right, this is the bit that I was laughing at, right? So again, I've got to be careful here because the channel is getting bigger, but it is just, I'm just going to say that it was like, I've mentioned it once before, but I was told by someone once that, you know, that it was like, I wasn't going to be with mine for like 10 years. And I mean, that person said that like 3 years ago now. And I just always laugh because it's like they're blowing up YouTube, which is amazing because it's a really lovely woman. But I stopped watching from that interaction. I actually stopped watching because I thought, like, you just don't say that to people. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, this is right, but you're, so again, it's nothing personally against the person. It's, I actually genuinely think that's one of the cases where somebody's had an entity. It was like something that was really meant to like lower my vibration, lower my mood, and be like, for fuck's sake, do you know what I mean? Because I'm not being funny, but listen, guys, I've got a load of unconditional love, right? But you know what I'm going to say here? If my twin flame takes another 7 years to come knocking at my door, I'll be sending my husband to answer the door. Do you get what I'm saying? Just saying. So, because that's another karmic cycle. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm older now. Because 7 years from now, guys, I'll be 47. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll be 47 on my way to 48. Like, no, we're not doing that. So if that's not the reality that people want to come about, then, you know, but I did just think it was quite funny. So anyway, that, I don't know what, but they woke me up with that, and I'm only joking. If that goes that way, I wouldn't even have a husband. I just wouldn't even, I'd just be fucking looking through the keyhole being like, no, son, that's just taking a piss now. Come on. I love you unconditionally through the keyhole, but that's where you're going to have to stay. Sorry, my humour's top notch today. It's just making me laugh. So, oh dear. I told you, I'm in my shadow. This is what I mean. It's like, oh dear. 11:11. Right, so what is this? What's this? Look, putting another spin on that. Rebellious. So, what have we got here? What's the other card? Oh, confused. Confused. Disorientated, bewildered, and puzzled. But it did come out reverse. So somebody, do you know what? When that came out, I felt like that's a past energy. I feel like, fitting with the cards I pulled before that I mentioned, I feel somebody, oh yeah, by the way, when I'm saying 11:11, because I'm like, wait a minute, why am I saying 11:11 when I already saw that? But it's because I had to start the video again, 11:44. Right, these downloads are coming in so quick, but you see what I mean? Like, between part 1 and part 2, which is all confusingly in the same video to you, I've seen all these different activations throughout the whole thing. So that could even just be why that happened. So that I saw the look angry. Right, so basically in the past, someone was they were resistant, they were defensive, they were rebellious, they were closed off to this connection. They've been in a period of confusion, dark night of the soul, which does bring about anger, mad, furious, enraged. Remember, hateful came up yesterday as well. But I really do feel that whoever this is, whether this is you or your person, they've been working through these feelings about what that's all about and getting to the root cause of it. And now they're, wow, that came out yesterday too, or the day before. And now they're in this place of trust and, like, you know, wanting to take a leap forward towards it if you are the divine feminine. Because it feels like, depends which way you look at this, it feels like I'm either talking to a divine feminine preparing you for who's coming towards you, or, which is unusual, it's usually for a divine masculine, or reading a divine masculine energy to help you work out your feelings. It just, whatever resonates. But we've also got confident. Yeah, this person's feeling more trusting, more confident, self-assured, courageous and bold. This person's ready to take a leap towards you. This is amazing. But they are exhausted. I did pull it kind of reverse though, right? But I do feel this person's like, you know, fatigued, drained and spent. Like they've went through quite a journey. And I mean, you can even see that from the picture there. And yeah, oh, that's strong emotion. But yeah, someone's like, the quite, this, like again, it says disgusted, revolted, nauseated and repelled. That's fucking fascinating, because I felt sick through the night. I actually thought I was going to throw up. And I've got quite a phobia of being sick. I mean, who likes it? But I shake and everything, like I really don't like it. That's a lot of the reason why I don't drink anymore. Like, you know, it's, along with other reasons, I'm so sensitive and it's not good for the work I do and everything, but it's because I throw up repeatedly. So sorry to be so graphic here, but I really do. Like, I'm talking like, I could be up back and forwards 10 times in that. But anyway, I really do feel that I was channeling that energy too of like, I felt physically sick, but I feel somebody feels sick with worry or sick, yeah, disgusted in themselves. So, or that's what they've been working through. But now they feel excited. Oh my God, that's, if you listen to what I said at the start, I just looked at 1414. That's going to have significance too. That is what the message was, that this person's feeling excited and they're really looking forward to the future with you if you're still going to hear them out. But they need to close the cycles, that these karmic cycles. And then that's beautiful, because we've got discouraged in reverse. Like this person's like feeling encouraged. I feel for the feminines that are listening, it's again like women and men, because some divine feminines are men as well. Whatever it is that you have been doing for you, I looked at 1444 again. I'm just going to stop saying it because it's annoying me, but it's they get me. It just comes out of my mouth. That has, the way I said that was weird. I'm just going to stop saying it because it's annoying me. I think that this is about like that it's like this person's got a lot of negative self-talk. Like in the past, they've spoke to themselves really, like, you know, not nicely, because I'm looking at discouraged and frustrated, prevented, hindered and blocked, dispirited, disheartened and deterred. Like this person felt really frustrated and, you know, like just talking to themselves like shit. Look guys, I know what I'm talking about here. Well, God does through me, look, because then behind it is encouraged. So we've got discouraged and encouraged. And I ended the video yesterday on this card because it's just, it does make me laugh, because although I feel that's meant to be like a dad and a daughter, or it could be an uncle or anyone, you know, but it's, so that could have meaning for people too. I thought it's like twin flames. When you look at it from far away, it's like the twin flames, like, yeah, you can do it, but I feel it's like both ways. So it's like, look, that's, it doesn't matter what sex you are. I feel this is for the divine masculine. At some point you felt really discouraged and you've had to get back up and get on the bike. And now you're feeling encouraged, putting the negative emotions behind you and ready to take a leap of faith. Oh, I fucking love this, guys. It is so Chiron conjunct the North Node in Aries, which remember is a very rare transit. And Aries is about action, passion, new beginnings, change. And I really do feel it's like, that's kind of like what you're in right now. It's like some people are going to be in the, you know, really in the pain of it, because they're still in the wounded part of their Chiron, and they've not, let's face it, some people haven't even began to heal the things they need to heal. So they could be feeling pretty painful right now. So again, have love for people and their unhealed shadows. It doesn't mean you need to be around people that are not being respectful or nice to you, but you know, like I always say, wish them to find the healing that they need. You don't need to be that source of healing. Somebody needs to hear that. You don't need to heal them of their issues, especially if the person isn't willing, because you'll just drain your energy. You can love somebody from afar. Like, you can wish them well, but love them from afar. Somebody really needs to hear that about boundaries today. But some are in this encouraging energy of you've moved through a lot of it. And again, like I would say, it's not a competition. It's just about where each person's at. So that goes for twin flames as well. Like you, because again, with twin flames, it's very much like that. Somebody can look at the glass being half full and somebody's looking at the glass being half empty, or just feeling like they haven't even got a fucking glass. So that's very important to know that. But as you near a physical union, you reach that inner union, and you'll both actually it'll start to level out. And that's why I say it shouldn't be a big rush to be in a physical union, because you'll have a real imbalance. You keep getting me to say that lately. Yeah, look, sad, unhappy, joyless, and dejected. And that'll be why I was being so honest today about, look, you know, you'd think with my favourite couple winning the Love Island, which, like I've said, the other years that hasn't actually happened. I'm like, this is a disgrace. Like, I'm only joking. I can usually see the reason why couples win, but I'm pretty sure last year it was like, the couple that won was like your textbook kind of quite a boring, nice couple, but nice but dim. Sorry, I'm being a bitch, but it's true. You know what I mean? Nice but dim. And it was like the ones that were, you know, had the passion and the fire and the true chemistry didn't win. I'm pretty sure. Whereas that's why I was happy about last night. I'm like, nah, you can tell that as soon as they're back, to their hotel and they're alone, sparks are going to fly. Do you know what I'm saying? You could see the chemistry. It's, and I'm not going to call them twin flames, guys, but, you know, everything I channel about is twin flames. So in the context of who had the most chemistry, it was definitely them by a long fucking shot. A few others as well, actually. Right. Safe. Yeah, you make this person feel safe. So even in their sadness, like, you make them feel like it's safe to trust again. Oh my God, this is still Pisces season, Cancer moon. That's what I mean. That's the beautiful side of it. Look, there's a lightning bolt though. This is the Aquarius energy. This is a conjunction. Like, secure, sheltered, and protection. Right, that's enough of these cards, but that's whatever came out there. So let's just see where it goes now. When I get my shit together, which will not be today, I was going to get back to a bit of a theme for Pisces season, so I might do some more of my past life stuff, because Pisces to me is past life. So let's get that. This deck's always good for a conversation. So give us a wee starting point. What have we got here? And I still haven't found my Divine Feminine deck, like the one that I channeled, so it means something. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. Look how much I've said the word magic as well, because I do associate magical, mystical energy with Pisces. By the way, it's quite funny that I've shown that rainbow and then I've put that rainbow in the shot yesterday. So there is a lot about hope and rainbows and whatever it means to you. Oh, we're running out of room here a wee bit, guys, aren't we? And while you're waiting for me to sort this shit out, if you please could like the video, that's much appreciated. It does make a difference, because the right people will find us and maybe we'll reach the 1K. The elusive 1K, right? So, and nothing will change, because it doesn't really matter, but you know what I'm saying, it's a goal. So maybe everything will change. I'm channeling, that means something. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. Our beliefs were just too different. I couldn't reconcile mine with yours. A lot of the time I find that that's like the person's like really over exaggerated that in their own mind, you know, like how different were your beliefs, because you're twin flames. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? So I think we need to take that too. This person's really like, you know, they're awakening. It's just what I said. We were too different. That's why I'm with, oh my God, we were too different. That's why I'm with someone similar to me. That's quite interesting, because I almost never looked at the bottom and then something made me. And if you read the very last song that came on when I was writing the post, again, it is just, listen, I've got to take the fucking banter and the humour that comes along with being like this. But I swear to God, those were all the songs that came on as I was writing that. And no, it's not that took forever. It's that when the alarm goes off, it only plays like, I think it plays a minute, or it might even only be like 30 seconds, but it plays a bit of each song and then it goes on to the next one. So that's why that happens. And sometimes I might, if I like the song, sometimes I'll knock it off so that it plays all of the song. But basically, right as I was finishing that, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? So take it where it resonates. It could be, don't you wish your boyfriend was hot like me? You know, whatever's all going on out there. Same for same-sex couples as well. But the reason why I've got, well, I actually do like that song too, but you know, I've got songs on there that are like my karmic indicators. Which, by the way, Nick's also, the song that Nick's mentioned in the comments the other day, oh shit, what was it? Was it Keep Going or something? It was something like, it's whatever Nelly Furtado, Justin, and I don't know if it was Timberlake again, because I was like, is that an old one or a new one? Because remember, they'd done a song before back in the day that was like, Mysterious Girl, na 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 na, something like that, because I had to remind myself, because it's not Mysterious Girl, I want to get close to you. But you see, all this means something. Somebody thinks you are a mysterious girl. Somebody sees you as a high priestess. If you're divine feminine, somebody sees you as a mystery. But it's like pulling them in. And that's when I was channeling about the word siren yesterday, like, you know, it's not the same as like a dark sort of energy pulling somebody in seductively. This is like divine union, divine love, like the sparks flying, pulling your person in. The mystery is pulling them in. That's very deep, Claire. Where was I going with that? But yeah, anyway, whatever that song was. Wait a minute, I could just check on my other phone. It's when again I didn't really like the song was shit, like, and I think I think, you know, Nick's even agreed, like, when she listened to it, it's not the best. But it is actually new, which is quite interesting. So right, so it's called Keep Going Up. But I'm just gonna look at the lyrics. So like I said, that was, I like to give people credit when they've uh, indicated it. So it was Nick's, however Nick's came across. I'm laughing because did you even listen to it? Because it was like, you just got something from the title because it was after I said it. You're like, oh yeah. But basically, look, how you been, young lady? Does the feeling still drive you crazy? How you been, young lady? Does the feeling? I've been working on my gains. That feels like when I said this person's been working on themselves, and I've been loving myself on the daily. Had to cut some people off. They were draining. I'd really fucking say I might use this as a thumbnail. I'm no longer settling. I'm upgrading. My new life's much better than the old one. Literally says this, guys. That was a good find, Nick. So that's why I replied back to Nick saying that's hilarious. Like, that is the total current vibe of people's friendship circles changing. Like, you know, moving away from folk because they're draining. But that could also be people breaking up with people, going by me hearing, you know, don't ya? So, yeah, but that's why I think that's coming, that one at the end, you know, that someone's with someone because they're similar. But then think, now I just get why I've just channeled that about Love Island winners last year, and even the ones that apparently a lot of the public were wanting the person to get back with their ex. It's because people, oh, this is really deep, but that's people's unhealed shadows. Of course they would want that, because a lot of the population are with the wrong fucking person. And if I could find that meme where, like I've said it before, where it's you know, it's like a sharpener walking along with a, what would be ridiculous, like a stapler, and then a bit of paper. Oh, that wouldn't really work. A bit of paper and a pencil would work. But you know what I mean? It's like when all types are wrong. I didn't make the fucking meme right. I'll find it on my phone somewhere. But it's just a powerful illustration of people that are perfect for one another are often not with each other. Because it's like, and that's just a good example of what I'm saying. Like, of course, people would want the pair back together. That's like, yeah, they're both lovely people. They're both good looking. But it seemed like they were fucking bored in the relationship. And especially by like what I said when she said, oh, I've never had this before. A bit worrying when she went out with the guy for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So Callum, if you're listening, I think you need to go and learn how to romance someday. Anyway, so right. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. Let's see what comes out. I feel you even though we are apart. I don't know why I needed to sing it, but I did. So yeah, like this person feels you everywhere and they're looking around. That's what they're trying to tell me. They feel you so much that they're like, wait a minute, am I sensing them about to turn it? A bit like when I said the other day when I was younger. But I mean, that's just one of the million times that happened. But when I was younger, when I felt my twin flame was nearby and he'd just got out of a taxi, but I had my back to him and my friend was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And like I have to stress, that was before I knew he was my twin flame. I didn't know what to call it. Oh shit, fuck. Oh my god, now I know why they're getting me to say that. Right, so this blew my mind. So for some reason my phone flashed up memories, and it was when I'd screenshotted parts of an old diary, and I mean like a really old diary. This is from like 2010, so this, and I'm not going to read all of it, because like I said, it's like, this stuff's gold, but listen to this. Listen to this. Been watching videos on YouTube about signs, and then I got 2 emails saying, find out if he's your soulmate, and another about guys. Coincidence? Question mark. Was weird timing. Anyway, I need to be careful I don't read out names here. Anyway, I went to put in my birthday, and when I went to put in such and such's birthday, twin flame, and I've put when I never know what it is for defo, it was already the exact date of birth that I'm sure he is, and it was, because I remember that, like, even if I'm a day or 2 out. But again, I actually think that, although I was writing that to myself, I think that was me kind of buffering that I did know when his birthday was, if you know what I mean. And then I wrote, it's fucking weird. The day, month, and year were right, and that's an absolute true story. How do you explain that? That the example birthday was my twin flames. What are the chances of that? Really don't know what to think. Just when I... Now, wait a minute, what have I wrote? Oh, look. Just when I'm thinking, what a... And I didn't call him a very nice name. It wasn't too bad, actually. He's bumped me again. Forget him. That's what I've put in inverted commas, like, I thought to myself, what a such and such, he's bumped me again, just forget him. And then I've put, that happens, right? Like, meaning, what does that mean? So I feel that's a very twin flamey, it just really made me laugh. But right, from this, now remember, I class it as I have consciously known about, like this is the year of my twin flame activation, because it was really from that moment on. Well, actually, this is what's funny. I actually wrote that right before. Right, I wrote that right. Oh, wait a minute. Or is it after? Oh no, it's around the same time, because basically then, either before this or after this, I've screenshotted. Oh wait a minute, this is confusing. So what I just read out was after my twin flame activation, which basically I just describe it as I saw a flash of light out of his eyes, and I'm not going to go any further. That's just how it was for me. But then this entry, confusingly, was before. This was the day that this happened. So, I went to see this thing, the pictures. Had a weird feeling. Thingy would call, being twin flame. Don't know why, as he's never rang before on a Friday and hadn't been in touch for weeks. And then right enough at 5:30, that's when you know it's my twin flame. I wrote cheeky bastard. I wrote cheeky bastard with a smiley face, lol. He rang. I couldn't believe my intuition was right. He sounded quite sober. And anyway, it's a funny memory. I said that's not of a... That's making me feel a bit... Anyway, it's actually a really funny memory. So, yeah. Oh God, look, and then here's another one. Feeling really... Now, here, this is weird, because look, this is how I felt today. Feeling really moody and hard done by. Want to go back to being positive. Seeing him, meaning twin flame, would have just perked me up, because that is what he always done for me. But my own fault. I text him about 10ish after, like, my friend said, you've nothing to lose. And as I expected, he bumped it. Bumped means ghosted, if you're not getting that. And then I wrote, great, lol. And that's what I mean, is remember, like, at this point, I'm still kind of like, it's like I'm writing it in my own wee diary, but it's like I'm still sort of being quite protecting myself, because I'm, like, still using a lot of humour, whereas that's a bit of a weird thing to do in your own diary. Like, if I was doing that now, well, maybe I would still do that. Anyway, It's I didn't, some of that'll be cryptic. I didn't read it all, but I just thought it was really funny. Like, it must have some sort of meaning to why they guided me to it, because, like I said, that was um I don't know whether you'd call it that was me coming out of some denial, or whether it was me really awakening to what we truly were. But that's quite a good insight into when I always say that. That's why I always say I've known mine 21 years, but I consciously awakened. And it's 33 minutes I'm filming this. It won't be at your end because I need to join the other bit on. Uh, that I could, from that day on when he left my house, I couldn't deny what we were to one another, just because of all the things that happened before, and adding it. And remember, I'm used to all the signs and synchronicities, but you can see from what I was saying there, I was like, looking up signs about soulmates and that, because that's how it all begins. But it's just funny that for me that happened, a long time ago. So anyway, quite interesting. I found it quite funny. So I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and can't control. Oh, also, that particular night was when I've said before, it was like I'd read something in Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus about when a guy really cares about you, they'll leave it. If they can't leave it any longer than 3 weeks, I think it was, it means that you do mean something to them. And what was quite interesting was, yeah, sometimes me and him wouldn't see each other for months, or then obviously it went into years after, when we went into separation. But it was at that point it was quite interesting because we were getting close. Like, I would say that was a bubble phase. It'd been a bubble phase for arguably a few years actually. We were in just, we'd see each other quite a bit, and just serendipitously bumping into each other, and we'd just go home. We're like star-crossed lovers. And yeah, basically, oh shit, I'm losing it. What was I trying to say there? That's weird. I just looked at the card that says high vibrational energy, and that's what's happening. It's like the energy is quite high that I'm tuning into. Yeah, oh, that's it. Yeah, basically that was it. Like, it literally was like right on the 3 week mark. And whether he's conscious of it or not, he must have been missing me. Like, he must have felt that. And it was just funny because when he called me, it was like he just was using an excuse about needing me to help him with his drunk pal at the time. And I was just kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why am I the person to help you with that? Like, it just didn't make any sense. But again, it does make sense when you're like, yeah, you clearly have the hots for me, but you don't actually want to say that. And you definitely don't want to go anywhere in your feelings. But you're kind of indirectly trying to let me know that I'm important. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it. But the whole gist of that I thought was nice was about when I've wrote that, that I saw him as being somebody that always lifted my mood, and it was fun. It's time for me to heal now. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. So that I feel that's this person is like, for working on themselves, healing. Our beliefs were just too different. I couldn't reconcile mine to yours. But I want to tell you how I feel. So this person wants to tell you how they feel. Now, oh my God, and I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't like when I go into my wee stories and I go back to this, because I'm like, you know what I mean? But they make me do it for a reason. And it is because of the, I feel it is because of the intense astrology just now. And me and mine have got intense astrology. But it's like, I really do feel, if you think about what I'm saying, like that was him trying to tell me I meant something to him by being like, can you help me? But it was just funny. It's more just like I said, it more just is funny. It's a funny memory. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? Finding out the truth crushed me. And again, I think when this person realises what you really are and what this is all about. And I remember, that's a bit weird that I'm saying that. I remember every detail of that day. So again, that could be that when I tell my twin flame, like, or let him read it, like, what that's all about, or should he be listening to what I'm saying right fucking now, or energetically? And he's like, wait a minute, I think I remember what she's talking about. Like, I think that would actually make him laugh, to be honest. Like, it's quite a funny, nice memory for me. And that would be why I think the spirit world have guided me to that memory. So, right, anyway, let's bring this to a close because I'm in my feels. And that's put me even more in my feels. But you're welcome. You're not getting to hear any more inserts of my diaries. It's not even a diary, you know. It's like it's fucking notebooks I've got all over the place. I have got a dream diary that's quite fascinating too. Oh shit. What I will say is, talking of dreams, I did have karmic energies in my dreams last night. So, and again, it's not anything like really bad that happens. It's just like I wake up and I'm like, why the fuck is that person in my dream again? And it's basically when you're on people's minds. So again, all I do when that happens is I'm like, look, you know, sending love to that person, but like boundaries, you know what I mean? Could you keep out my dreams? Thanks. So again, that's for everyone that happens to too, because they make that happen to me to share that with others. But it's just, yeah, it's just a sign for me to tighten up your boundaries in the astral as well when you've got people from your past showing up in your dreams. But like I said, I do feel it is when they're trying to reach out to you. So, you know, it's your call what you do there. But just remember, you know, you don't need to bring people back into your life if you don't want to. You know, unfortunately that some people do need to learn the hard way about, you know, picking up stones, you know, losing a diamond while picking up stones. And that's not always in the case of love. Sometimes that's with friends, family, you know what I mean? Oh my God, look at what I pull when I say that. Let go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so I can embrace the future. Right? I mean, I'm not even explaining that. It was exactly what I've just fucking said. Like, if people are hitting you up in the physical or in your dreams that you no longer want to have anything to do with, you know, cut the energetic cords. But remember, I always say you can't do that. Because, yeah, it drags you back to the past so you can embrace the future. Because it's like, I'm a big believer in that. Like, why should people from your past get to be a part of your present and your future if you're feeling great and strong and confident and good about your life when they could have been a massive part of bringing you down? That's why I always say, like, as far as I'm concerned, you know, I think the obvious thing is it's the person from your past that a lot of people want back on this journey is your twin flame, but only when they're like how it feels like this energy is coming through today, like when they've grown and learned and coming back, you know, in a different place. But anyone else, like, not, I think that's kind of just, you know, taking a massive gamble. Because it's even taking a gamble. It depends which way you look at it, but you could see it as taking a gamble with your twin flame as well. Depending on the shit that's went down with you and your twin flame, that will absolutely be a thing for a lot of people. But I don't personally see it like that, because it's the other half of your soul, and I feel once you have a conversation, you sort things out, I think you can feel a lot better about that. But I do feel that will fit for some. But anyone else, I would think very, very carefully about letting anybody back from the past. Because remember that message that came out a while before, a while ago. Don't answer the door when the devil comes knocking. Again, it's harsh. It doesn't mean the people are the devil themselves, but it's like, it's people coming back, they've not got the best intentions, like, to drain your energy. Trust your angels, there's the one where I always sing, don't you worry, child, heaven's got a plan for you. And I can't sing it. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. And I've just been talking about dreams. And X marks the spot. The way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. So right now, somebody might feel trapped in their thoughts, but as soon as they actually let go of what no longer serves them and the people that are holding them back, they'll realise that they're not trapped. Because right now, they're telling themselves that they need to do more work, they need to plan more, and it's not the right time. But, you know, you're wrong, because I'm looking at, yes, you're correct. Like, look, because I was reading that card, and then I was reading another one that said, no, not the right time. Oh, and then there's that one. Look, basically what there's, oh shit, this is like the card I pulled for the daily energy. It's like it's time to make a decision, and a lot of people, you are leaning, oh yeah, sorry, they're reminding me of this card. Like, look, that's the card I pulled earlier. Are you choosing to prioritise yourself or another in the situation? Accept divine guidance, point you towards your own joy, you deserve it. So that could go for people that are coming back from the past to try to drain you. But you don't need to help them if they left you in your time of need. And it's kind of like, and it's not about tit for tat. It's just like, you know, it's not your responsibility. Someone needs to hear that. And But yeah, look, have no fear. You have listened to your guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. This is very clear. That decision is, do I follow my head or do I follow my heart? And I feel many are like being guided to lean in to their vulnerability in their heart. This is a confirmation that you're seeking to tread in unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based on intuition more than rationality. Into the unknown. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. And that's why I said what I said in the shorts. And yeah, so again, it feels strange because I feel whoever's listening to this, you're used to being logical and analytical and doing the right thing in inverted commas and probably being easily influenced by others around you. But on this one, it's a bit scary because you're being asked to lean into your heart, be more vulnerable and trust, as long as it's with the right person or people, depending on who you're talking about. And that can sometimes be that someone's opening up to a healer or a counsellor or whatever. Like I said, a lot of the time all of the time, that's what I'm doing in sessions for people. But it's sometimes it can seem like it's good practice for talking to your twin flame. Some of you are ready to talk right to your actual twin flame. So I think that's very appropriate that maybe that's the thumbnail actually, that it's sitting beside I want to tell you how I feel. And like I said, that is very much the energy of Venus, divine feminine, Mars, divine masculine, conjunct in Aquarius. It's time to balance out the energy of all that thinking air energy and talk it out. And good luck with whoever's doing that. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see whoever's got a session with me tomorrow. Looking forward to it when I'll be in that Leo energy. Oh yeah, and also, guess what Leo is? Following your heart. And the timer is 4444. All the angels supporting. But it won't be at your end because I joined the two. But joining two together, two twin flames, yin and yang, joining together. Synchronicity galore. Get used to it if you're new. It's like that all the time out here. Bye.